Lance Armstrong. He's not the particular person I wanted to do because it was so hard for trying to find a specific person to help the whole coverage of blood doping. But I'm doing it because he helped change the whole system of implementing blood doping into the Olympics and into all sports. And today I'm not talking about specifically about his achievements, but I'm talking about his life, career, cancer, his Olympic debut, and how he changed the anti-doping committees around the world. He was born in 1971 in Texas, and at age 12 he went to the local swim club and started swimming. At age 12 he started winning local and some regional events, and he'd always win at them. But whenever there's a big state tournament, he necessarily wouldn't do very well until high school. And by the time he graduated high school, he placed fourth at state in the 1500 meter freestyle. And in 1987, he was ranked the best triathlete under the age of 19. And according to Biocrew.com, the person that placed second under the age of 19 was part of his Motorola team in 1992. And in 1992 he started being part of the Motorola cycling team, which contained 4 people. In 1993 he took first in the World Road Race held in Norway. He won the Thrift Drug Triple Crown in Pittsburgh. He won the Kmart West Virginia Classic. Then he won the US Pro National Championship in Philadelphia. And then he continued to win 5 more races in Europe. According to an article of Lance Armstrong's career on InfoPews.com, Armstrong bribed one of the athletes in that event so he wouldn't compete and Lance Armstrong could win. Which is a very important thing to consider when you're dealing with a blood doping athlete. He got cancer in 1996 with stage 3 testicular cancer. He visited a urologist in Austin by the name of Jim Reeves, and the next day he had his right testicle removed. And following that, he had several other problems from his cancer, like tumors in his brain and so forth, that he had constantly attacked the problem because he wanted to start competing more. And according to one of his surgeons, he would meet several different surgeons from different universities. Like I think he met one from Michigan, and then he met another one from Vanderbilt, and they told him that he had a 20 to 50% chance of living, and that was a lie. He had well less than 5%. And then in January he was cleared from all his cancer, and then the next month he was released from his contract they originally had, and then he had to go out and search for a new one because he was a new agent by that time. He won the Tour de France from 1998 to 2005, and he announced his retirement in June 24, 2005. Now, he had specific athletes that are trained specifically hard in certain areas of the race that they were certain that he was going to lose. But that was not the case. He won every single time, but a few times, because how the Tour de France goes, there's 15 stages, and throughout each stage, you're placed in each stage. He had lots of allegations that prevented him from continuing winning all his victories, and he was declined from entering again in the Tour de France. He had roughly double the rate of lung capacity than any other athlete in the Olympics, and which alarmed everyone and knew something was up. They took his urine tests, and it proved that he was blood doping. And in 2013, he admitted that he was blood doping on the Oprah Winfrey Show. After he admitted that, WADA, the World Anti-Doping Agency,